Hello, everyone. I'm Tremayne, and this is my Days of Our Lives spoiler review for the week of April the 6th, which unfortunately is today. I tried to get this video to you yesterday, but I live in the woods. Got a nice house, but it's in the woods. And yesterday was nothing but bees and wasps finding ways to get in my house. So while I was trying to film, bees just kept coming out. So hopefully today is better. I've been spraying outside and things like that, and I've got like my little concoction right here to spray down some bees if they start coming in because of the studio lights. But yeah, I tried to get this to you yesterday, but hopefully you still get a lot out of these spoilers. And please also join me on Twitter, because on Twitter I give you information as I find it really fast, and the same thing with Instagram and in my Facebook soap group. All those links will be in the description box. So I'm gonna get right to it. On Monday, April the 6th, Nicole reveals the truth about Mackenzie to Eric. Xander makes plans for his and Sarah's nuptials. John nervously awaits news about Marlena's surgery. Stefano is determined to thwart Kayla's attempts to end his control over Steve's body. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk about today because today's Monday. I've already watched this episode. And it doesn't mention that Xander asks Justin to officiate, which he agrees to. And Marlena's Marlena again. And Kayla did something really stupid I did not understand, which is she walked out the room when along with the security, and left Dr. Rolfe alone with Stefano to talk, and they came up with some secret plan off camera. Rolfe should be in custody as well, so I don't understand why, yes, he did the surgery, but did that exonerate him from his other crimes for even doing what he did to Marlene and Steve? Shouldn't he be brought up on charges on that? Anyway, they left them in a room alone together, and so now Stefano will return in some shape or form, but it just won't be Steve. And unfortunately, I've been hearing rumors, and I hope they aren't true, about who actually is going to be the new Stefano, and I don't want it to be true. Tuesday, April 7th, Stefano makes one last request to see his children. Eric prepares to tell Brady and Kristen the truth about their daughter. Notice it says prepares, not that he tells them. Caleb makes a bold decision in order to get Steve back. Abigail and Anna voice their concern over Chad and Tony. When it says that Caleb makes a bold decision in order to get Steve back, she's decided to do the surgery herself since Rolfe refused to do it on today's episode. So it'll be it'll be Kayla and Sarah doing the surgery on Steve, and something goes wrong. On Wednesday, April the 8th, Kayla and Sarah encounter an unexpected complication during Steve's surgery. Eric shares a tearful goodbye with Mackenzie. Xander has a surprising request for Sonny. Evan meets with Ben face to face, which we all know from the preview that's when he chokes out Evan. On Thursday, April the 9th, Justin confides in Jennifer about his fear of losing Kayla. Victor and Xander share a touching moment, and this is something I've been wanting to happen since Xander first appeared, because all Xander wants to do is be loved, and he wants to be a part of the family. He doesn't want to be the black sheep, and I've understood this from day one about his character. And Victor, more than anyone else, has been the one trying to make him feel like he doesn't matter, he doesn't belong. And so to see that Victor and Xander share a touching moment is good news for me, even though it's not going to last. Eric and Nicole intercept Sarah on the day of her wedding. Kayla sits vigil with Steve after his surgery. On Friday, April the 10th, Sarah gets the shock of her life. Kristen struggles with her pain. Marlena tries to help Steve, and Steve wakes up from his surgery, but there's a hitch. Now we're going to go over the bulk spoilers, but with the bulk spoilers, they don't tell you what day is going to happen, only things that's going to happen in this week. So Marlena opens her eyes and John kisses her. Anna and Abigail fear for their men. Stefano asks for a final moment with his family. Kayla decides to remove Steve's chip herself. Sierra and Ben love are still having sex. Okay. Xander has a nightmare involving Sarah. Sierra and Ben get new careers. Xander wants Sonny on his side. Brady has discovered a dastardly deception. He's probably going to ask Sonny to be his best man. That's what that sounds like. At first, Eric does not buy it. Nicole explains all, and Eric attacks Xander. Another thing we saw in the promo that happens this week. Eric is going to punch Xander. And we got Gabby has a strange vision of Stefan. Stefano thinks he can cook up something new. Kayla and Sarah struggle to save the real Steve. Eric and Nicole get to Sarah before her wedding. Eric has his final scene as Mackenzie's father. Justin talks to Jack. Jen delivers advice straight from her heart. Steve makes it through, but not perfectly. Marlena might make him feel better. I really hope Steve doesn't have residual feelings for Marlena. I really just want Marlena and John to be together and just have adventures without someone trying to break them up. Holly keeps Eric and Nicole together. We saw in the spring promo where Holly called Eric daddy, and so I think that'll help him a lot with losing his daughter, but realizing he had a daughter all along. Kristen has a breakdown. Now, I'm curious what this breakdown is that I keep reading about her breaking down. Does she break down because she's discovered she's a mother? Is she having a breakdown because she thinks that she doesn't have a mother and today Brady wouldn't let her hold the baby? And is that what's going on? I'm wondering what that's about. Ben threatens Evan, who has something up his sleeve, and Sarah finds out the truth. So those are the bulk spoilers for Days of Our Lives. And now I'm going to do some commentary about what happened this week. We had Eric, Abe, and last time. Eric, Abe, and Nicole, along with Dr. Rayner. So we just had Eric trying to figure out what's going on with Nicole because he thought she was sick. He tries to get Abe to tell him the truth, but Abe's like, yeah, talk to Nicole. And then Nicole finally, tricks Dr. Rayner into telling her the truth. Marlena can't kill John, snaps out of the hold that Stefano has on her, but she still feels a pull of Stefano. I'm ready for that to be over. So luckily next week when he wakes up, it's over. Justin worries about Kayla. Now, this is my problem with the Justin and Kayla story. If they actually fleshed them out as a couple and gave us scenes where we want to root for them versus just the super couple that everybody wants to be together anyway. Justin never really felt like he had a fighting chance to me. And Adrian dying, I didn't really feel like we had enough scenes of the repercussions of how he felt about that. And I think it's taking a little too long for Bonnie to come back, because they did say Bonnie was coming back before all this is said and done. So I can't really root for Justin and Kayla when they didn't really give us anything to really root for. I'm really ready for it just to go back with Steve, but we know it's not going to be that easy. Brady got shot, and as of today's episode, he was wearing a jacket, and Marlene was like, how's your arm? And he's like, hurts a little bit, but it's okay. So basically, Brady got shot in typical soap fashion. It doesn't matter. He's cool. It's like nothing ever happened. Chad snapped out of it thanks to the love of Abby. Now, because Abby and Chad have not been giving me the scenes they used to give me before they left the show the last time, I really don't feel any feelings for Chad and Abby like I did this new return. So I thought it was really weird that she was able to just talk him out of being hypnotized or whatever, and I thought it was lame. The April Fool's episode with Sheila, Daniel, and Leo. What I liked about the episode is that it was consistent, that it was really one story. Like, for people who didn't realize it was April Fool's Day, too many things happened in that one episode. Like, it went from Daniel's return to Daniel and Nicole getting married. You know that would take like 3 months at least, soap time. So, yeah. My most disappointing moment was Daniel, because Daniel's one of my favorite Days of Our Lives characters. But if you're a fan of Daniel, you can agree that he did not act like Daniel. He sounded like some surfer dude that just got out to the beach, and he was just not Daniel. You know, that wasn't Daniel. I don't know who that was. I don't know who he was playing, but it didn't feel like Daniel had returned. There was no gravitas to it. There was no weight to it. That's what I'm trying to say. So I was really disappointed, because I don't feel like if Daniel returned, that would be his personality when he returned. Sheila, now, I was looking forward to Sheila's return too. And it just showed me how missed Sheila is and how much Sheila does bring to the table, even making Abe relevant again. I would love for a Sheila, Eli, and Lonnie triangle, although Lonnie can't act. She just can't. And my favorite part was Leo. And once again, it made me realize, one, Young the Restless has not used him at all. I don't even know why he's over there. But he brings so much fun to the table. He immediately shakes up Sonny and Will. And only thing was missing was him flirting with Xander or Brady. So I would love for Leo to come back to the show and just cause chaos left and right. So I miss Leo, I miss Sheila, and I still miss Daniel, but the Daniel who died, not this joke Daniel that showed up. So yeah, but overall it was a good episode for how much information they compressed in one episode. Brady sees the birthmark and confides in John, who tells him, of course, you know, it can't be real, you know, but Brady has his reservations, which is why he didn't let Kristen hold the baby, because he knows if she saw that birthmark, she would go from 0 to 100 quick. Lonnie, Eli, and Abe, I talked about that. Oh, Abe tells Lonnie and Eli he wants to give them their jobs back on the force. Chad apologized to Kate. Hey, sorry for bumping you over the head and trying to kill you, but we all good, right? Fist bump. And Tony and Kristen had a nice moment, and the problem I have with Tony and Kristen's nice moment is that it made me feel like we don't need random Demirs. It would be nice to have the Demir family back. It would be nice to have just a Demir mansion filled with Demirs, and again, would be a nice change of pace. I would really like that, because we don't have that many strong families anymore. We sort of just have, I'm talking about soap families, we just have sporadic members here and there. But I would love for them to build the Demirs back up, and not just Tony and Anna's here sometimes, and then sometimes they're not, but actually full-time Demir family. Just like I want the Quartermains on General Hospital to really be a family. They're trying to do it, but they're not quite there yet. So that's it for my commentary on last week's Days. This is the week that is definitely I've been looking forward to. Eric, today's episode, Eric did a great job on finding out that the baby wasn't his. He definitely would be my MVP for the week. However, I got to see Sarah's reaction on Friday and Monday. And we've got my MVP of the week for Days of Our Lives is Stephen O. Because, you know, Stephen Nichols is giving me the full-on Stephen Demire performance. I don't see any Patch in there. I don't see any Steve in there. He really is giving his all in his character. And as the character, you know, he's leaving that part of the story. You know, he went out with a bang. Oh, and I guess I got to talk about what I didn't put in my notes, which is the shoe. Really, Anna's shoe knocked out the bodyguard. That big old bodyguard got knocked out by a shoe. A shoe. And then I thought it was a little gruesome to have her heel impale his eye. I know it gives us Patch back, but still. So those are my comments on Days of Our Lives. Please let me know what you thought in the comment section, and I will catch you in the next video.